Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, so I've got a stream currently following uh, Peace Lord. If that doesn't work for what you can see, then just give me a shout. I'm assuming you can still hear me, of course. There we go. Where's that Roma? It's taking a long time to come back. Here we go. I think my guild are talking a lot about planes of power stuff. So good coming in. You got the sounds. I love the sounds in the background when you're in a dungeon. It's like humming, thrumming type sound. This is why I just wished I'd had a druid or a necro at the start, and to try and keep stuff rooted before it runs off. Generally not so bad now. I found at about 14% they start to run slower, so as long as you get to that point. Let's see how well we do just using my admittedly very poor Beast Lord slow. I think at 60 they get an amazing one, but right now that's not the case. This is the hole. This is, mate. There's like a little section where you got some rat. There's like a little square section that goes round in a loop. Where you got some rat men. We're definitely taking more damage using the crappy Beast Lord slow, but it wasn't so bad actually. Okay, Mr. Warder. I'm sure I guarded you. Guard. You can box on the TAKP server, so if my character suddenly that I'm controlling that you can see suddenly stops doing something, it would just mean I'm doing something with the other character, essentially. As you can see, probably the shaman is just cannying. Now my enchanter is just going to go and pacify something. Pacify this one. I'm very methodical and very slow, so I do apologise. But then that's Everquest is quite a methodical, slow game, so. Because I'm boxing, let me know what you think. If you think that it might be better if I change it so you can see the combat from the different view, then just let me know and I'll quickly do a different view. If you prefer the first person, let's get some shaman slow this time. There we go. Job done. Yeah, I much prefer playing in first person. I'm not sure if you're happy with it as a viewer, then that's fine. Yeah, definitely. It's yeah. I mean, it's really tricky to get used to coming from P99. So I try and stay in first person as much as I can. I'm sure there's probably a way you can bind some keys and stuff to make the switching between them a bit less painful. But okay, I think that slow was resisted. I know that the Planes of Power has just been released. I think. Oh god, just trying to heal the Ratman Warrior. Yeah, I've got I've no experience of that particular expansion. Yeah, I think it just literally just came out about a week ago, or just after Christmas. Okay, sometimes in this little room here you get a named. I'm going to go into Janky Third just to see what it is. Oh, it's a warrior, that'd be okay. I don't want the door to shut on me on the way out. I think all of my characters have got some granite spoilers now. Okay, so I'm normally risk averse, but let's go and see if I can pull something from up here. You get some roamers sometimes, so if I can pull a roamer, that'd be alright. Yeah, I must confess I'm not a huge fan of the new spell icons on here. I much prefer the older classic stuff, I guess. Uh, Hello. What are you doing? The Crusaders are not the ones that complete heal, are they? I'm pretty sure that they're not. One thing I was first amazed at when I came to TAKP was how much it just feels like obviously there were some quirks and stuff. Oops, that was a mistake. Obviously there were some quirks and stuff, but um, yeah, how much it kind of feels classic in the general, like, you know, moment to moment gameplay in the same way that P99 does. You can play on P99 and I think people can be quite elitist about things, and I think that you get the impression that if you go anywhere else it's going to be a worst experience, and that's not necessarily always the case. Oh, hello. Go back, pet. Go back. Back. Yeah. I mean, I still love it there and play, but you know, it's like I keep missing the roots here. I reckon the other rat might spawn shortly, so I won't push my luck right at this moment. Yeah, I mean, obviously there are some quirks at the camera, and there's also some quirks in spells and stuff. The way spells seem to work. I noticed that, like in memorising your spells and stuff, and lots of little things. But just in the moment-to-moment gameplay, it just feels, you know, it just feels just as good. And NPC back here, hiding in the hole. Let's see. Oh wow! They need help out. There's no trigger word though. I wonder if it's help. I will help. Maybe it's part of a quest. It makes sense being so deep down in the, well, being in a dungeon. Doesn't look like you can't do the old looking through the wall trick here. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's so new as well. I think people have kind of been preparing for it for quite a while. Pet push is crazy. Ornate chain bracelet pattern. I wonder if that's something to do with new pop stuff. It's definitely not the Velius armor stuff, is it? I don't think. Interesting. Selling for a fair bit anyway, so I imagine it's let's pull this guy right through here. There we go. Yeah, I must confess, I've kind of, if things, I've, I've got a routine down for these rats. If things go, if something unexpected happens, which it always does in EverQuest at some point, I do kind of panic a bit. I have learned to, like, if I get two or three mobs, I've learned to, or I'm learning to just leave the Beast Lord, okay, because all he's doing is swinging. So I'll quickly flip over to the Enchanter and try and mez the other mobs if I can, and then get them slowed while they're mezzed and stuff. Before, if I got two rats, I'll just die for some reason. I just couldn't get it, couldn't work it out in my head. So it's very basic. Like I'll switch quickly. I'm quite lucky in the sense that I can see pretty much all of my boxes because I've got two monitors and one of them is a large monitor. So it's quite easy. So I'll quickly flip across and slow, then I'll quickly flip across and tash. Maybe nuke and start rooting. Um, yeah, but yeah, it is a struggle, and I did struggle a lot initially when I would get more than one mob, um, which seems weird when you're playing an enchanter. But when I was playing an enchanter on P99, it never had that problem. I guess because that's just you get used to the muscle memory of just using one character and keeping the mobs down, crowd controlled or whatever. Saw a YouTube video the other day of someone was another player who came from P99. He was playing an enchanter, didn't feel that great comfortable with boxing, so he was kind of playing his enchanter as he played it on P99, but was just had two characters tagging along, just buffing and helping, I think, essentially, but they didn't do much else really. So yeah, there's certainly a number of ways of playing it. You also get people who just play one character as well. Or gem. I do still find a bit of a disconnect with my characters on here because you've got. I guess when you play any game, really, you're kind of used to playing. I mean, I used to play a lot of the old role-playing games where you had a party, but these sort of games, you got MMOs. You're used to playing. I've never really boxed before, and used to playing one character. So I do feel a bit of a disconnect between the characters because there was like a, it's like a split personality because there's three personalities rather than one, which was I think it's quite a good idea to kind of look at them as individual characters, and they've got their own goals with regards to equipment and all that kind of stuff. I think that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, definitely. I definitely found that. Still do a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Essentially, it's like playing an MMO version of those old party-based games. I'll say old. They kind of made a comeback, didn't they? But yeah. Got some McGill's talking about pop stuff. I've got no idea like what's in it, what new spells there are. Oh, someone just put something up. Oh, look at that. So that's a summoned girdle from a magician spell, new magician spell. Wow, that's lovely. Look at that. Give those to pets, I reckon. I think, kind of going past Velius, I think mages got pretty nice, didn't they? From what I can remember. Not that they weren't nice on, you know, up to Velius, but I imagine new pets and stuff. What did we do? We got both of these. Did we get both of these ones? I can't remember. Oh, we did, yeah. Oh, here we go. A named dude. Oh, he's carrying something. I think this one's not so bad. There's another one that's called a guardsman who just absolutely is hitting for 200 and something. This one doesn't seem so bad. Slizik. Once we get him slowed, that'll be game. Go. Ah, wizards as well. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, don't know why I wasn't attacking there. Oh, Shaman sat down and Slizik summoned him. Excellent. Always amazed at things in Everquest, how even World of Warcraft really, which was originally designed by some old EQ developers, just some of the mechanics and stuff it's got in the game that other MMOs just either couldn't replicate or didn't want to replicate for whatever reason. Even things like the faction system, like I don't think I've come across an MMO that's it's got that faction thing going on that EverQuest has got on. Looks like 162 is Slizik's max, which is quite hard enough, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in lightning. Kind of never really strikes twice. I just think at the time, you know, I think like it's obviously it was how the market was. You know, people were willing to take more risks and whatnot, and a certain naivety as well. It was like I remember seeing interviews of a lot of developers back in the day, particularly like the bedroom developers of the 8-bit era and that kind of thing. And you didn't really have you just tried to stretch things as far as you could. Really, you didn't really have any. There wasn't a publisher telling you needed to do this. You didn't have any inhibitions or, you know, as I said, there's a certain naivety that. Oh, you got one of those. Oh, there we go. Yeah, certain naivety to development where people developers were just willing to try stuff that you don't really see now. Everyone's worried about the bottom line and whatnot. And I think a lot of the stuff that you see in EverQuest just wouldn't be. I just don't think that they would. There would. Yeah, there's no formula, so they just did what they wanted to do, what they thought was the best thing. And I just don't think you get that anymore. Even looking at Pantheon, like Pantheon kind of seems like a like I kind of watch the combat, and the combat looks a bit like EverQuest in the sense that you know you stand there and you take turns with the mob, and it's generally slower. Um, but yeah, but everything else surrounding it looks a bit more like Warcraft to me than anything else. Um, with regards to like how your spells work and loads of abilities on cooldown, that kind of stuff. Just buffing some clarity. Okay, so that was Slizik we killed, wasn't it? So that's that rotation done, which means that there might be another roamer up here shortly. Yep. I don't think that slow worked, did it? That one did. Yeah, there seems to be some contradictions with Pantheon, I think, from the original. Uh, Certainly some interviews with Brad way back at the start kind of suggested it was going to be. Um, I think this guy might roam. More in line with EverQuest. Um, it still looks tricky, but I think it still looks like it's going to be a difficult game. But I think the thing is that once you remove the thing is what makes EverQuest. Oh, sorry, I just knocked my mic there. What makes EverQuest is a combination of all the stuff. So the fact that I've only got 8 spells to use. The fact that I can use lower level spells if I want. You know, I'm not locked out of those by upgrading. All those kind of things. You know, that's the stuff that looks like that's the stuff that go back pet. Yeah, that's the stuff as a whole that makes holy smoke. That makes EverQuest what it is, you know. And if you remove that stuff, if you do things like, you know, you can't use low level spells, you know, you got loads like warriors and tanks and all that sort of stuff. Got loads of abilities on cooldown and whatnot, and all that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it makes it worse. Oh, the Ratman warriors coming. Oh my god, this is where the panic ensues. Uh, where's my? Let's quickly get it routed because things are going to go south. Not routed, mezzed. There we go. Yeah, just once you change that formula, it becomes not what it was because it's those things that make the gameplay what it is effectively. Yeah, but it's fine. I think when you kind of talk about these things, I know I did a few videos on it on YouTube, and people just get a um, get a bit precious about it, as though you're criticising, and you're not. You're just kind of pointing out that this is maybe not um, what we thought it was going to be. Maybe whether that was down to the developers the way they were talking about it or whatever. I don't know. But it's just okay. Slowed the Rat Warrior, root him. I'm a bit concerned that he'll just go straight for the Enchanter or the Shaman once he breaks root. We'll see. Yeah, well, I mean, when I first heard about the game, I did a couple of videos on the Enchanter and the Shaman, and I was going to kind of cover it a bit more. But um, when I did a couple of videos talking about how the fact that it doesn't really feel like EverQuest, um, had a couple of there was one in particular, like another YouTube content creator who's heavily covering Pantheon, and I think is playing, is actually playing in the alphas or whatever. Came over and left. Yeah, came over to my channel and said, "Oh, you're damaging the brand and stuff." And when I hear that kind of thing, I'm immediately mistrustful of that person when they talk about brand. I mean, as far as I know, they don't work for the company, so that gives me an immediate impression of fanboyism and kind of being in with the devs, which I never like that sort of stuff in MMOs, and I feel the same in other MMOs as well. Uh, I don't think there should be. I think there should be communication between players and developers. There shouldn't be a relationship, particularly not when a supposedly independent YouTuber is putting out content about your game. I'm not a fan of that, so I just decided not to cover it, basically. Yeah, but when like a supposedly independent YouTuber comes up and starts talking about you're damaging the brand and stuff, you do have to wonder motivations and things. I'll start rooting at about 30%, just to keep them in place. They tend to bounce around in the room, so it's not too bad, but even so. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. 65, wow. When I was looking on the TAKP website, I think I'm not sure if it was just because it wasn't available yet, but it seems as though the, the planes of power, the planes have a really high ZEM as well. I'm not quite sure if that's the case now it's released or not, but I hate that pet mechanic. Um, I think I said yesterday there's an AA that makes your pet just stay where it is even if you're getting attacked. I think yeah. I mean, I think it's faster than P99, but only in certain circumstances. So because you can free box, I think there's a bonus for there's a bonus for having four or more people in your group. So that encourages people to actually group up rather than just. So I think there's an XP bonus for that. I think early on as well there is. I think if you kill, I think there's a thing where if you kill mobs that are much higher than you, which you can do on TAKP, like I was killing yellows and reds when I was really low level because you get the mega group buffs, so you can get some really nice buffs on level 1 characters and just go out and kill yellows and reds and stuff. You get an XP bonus for that as well, but apparently you get less XP the lower the mob is lower than you. So yeah, there are some a few different mechanics for that. Certainly, like early on, it's really quick because if you get those mega group buffs, um, yeah, you just go out and kill yellows and reds and stuff. Yeah, I quite like the XP bonus for 4, because you still got that encouragement to group up and stuff rather than just okay. See if I can get the that's better. It does. There is a point where, and I don't have too much of a problem with it really. And like, I've more so than boxing. I think if you're kind of like quite a P99 purist, this would probably affect you more. I think there's a real oh my buffs have worn off. Jesus, I think a real power. There's a real power jump when when you start getting Luklin spells and abilities and stuff. And when you start getting some AAs, like I spent a little bit of time in Seb, and I've been in a duo with people who are 60 and obviously much more powerful than my characters. And they can literally I was playing with a Beast Lord a week or so ago, and yeah, he was like pulling half the floor and was just standing there tanking all these froglocks and stuff and all sorts of things, and that was pretty yeah, that was pretty hardcore. And I think that's probably something that maybe because I'm just not used to that. You going in Seb, no matter if you're level 60 or not, whatever you are, enchanter or whatever, you slowly make your way through. You don't just pull half the floor, and yeah. Sorry, I was just responding to something there. Um, yeah, that's the thing that I think would probably put P99ers off the most, where you get to a point. It's understandable because you know this server is 2 expansions further on, but yeah, it gets to a point where um, yeah, where you become overpowered for the classic zone, what we call the classic zones, and that's maybe where people you know. So what did we do there? We got that one, didn't we? Did we get this guy? I haven't because I don't like I really don't like them. I don't know. I don't know if um, I don't know if with Pop they changed the graphic engine again, but I hate the graphics. I hate the Luclin graphics. Horrible. I hate the zones. I hate the models. Not for me. I mean, obviously, from a character progression point of view, I will I will go and do it once I get to that point. Uh, yeah, but I really don't like the graphical style at all of yeah, it's weird. It's weird, isn't it? Because they're kind of again. I think it goes back to what we were talking about before, where you have limited resources to work with, which means that you work extra hard to make things, I guess, have a certain feel. And the Nuclean, amazingly, you know, has more polygons, more texture mapping and stuff. But I think the graphic artist really, yeah, wasn't good. And it's weird because it like the animations of the mobs almost make the combat feel completely different. It's really weird. Um, Animations are really like quick and short, and it looks like the mobs are kind of jerking. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird how it kind of changes. I mean, the combat's the same, but it feels different because of the animation of the mobs that you're fighting. Uh, Someone just said to me, Plane of Innovation might be good with XP at 55. So maybe I need to check that out at some point. Sorry, I'm just rebuffing between spawns. I thought I might as well do that. Um, I can't wait for 60 to get some of the nice just group buffs. There's some really nice quality of life group buffs at 60, particularly for shamans and enchanters. I guess for other characters as well, druids and stuff. I would. Yeah, but as I was saying, it definitely goes back to that, doesn't it? You know, it goes back to that thing where it goes right back again to the like the 8-bit bedroom coders. You know, where you've got people have got you've got limitations. You're limited by the hardware and what you can do, so you try to be as creative as possible um, in what you're doing. Yeah, yeah, I've spoken to him a little bit actually. Kind of hoping to get on the game he's doing at some point to have a look at it to see. Yeah. Okay, I think what we're gonna go look at some plane of power stuff. Okay, so let's go and check out planes of power then. That'd be interesting. Um, I need to. Um, oh, I can sell up and stuff as well. I've got carrying so much rubbish. I was collecting fungi at one point, but we won't do that for now. I don't think there's an open all bags on this server, which I really like about. Okay, let's not do this here. Let's do this out of the way. I don't think they're. I'm just going to get myself back to. Yeah, I feel that like art style and the art direction is the most important thing with graphics. I mean, I really like. I played quite a lot of New World recently, and I think that it's a beautiful game. Um, and it does still have its own style. It does have its own art style. Okay, so I need to dual. I need to dual just to hammer back to. I'll gate out on my enchanter while we're doing this. I've seen people when they're trying to hammer, they. Uh, okay, I think I just lost my client. I just lost August client for some reason. Okay. Okay, you might be looking at a blank screen at the moment, if you're looking at anything at all. Oh, it's switched over to the Shaman's client now because he's become client one. Yeah, I lost him for some reason. Okay. Yeah, I think what's happened is it's swapped over to the client. Yeah, he's currently active, so I'll have to wait a minute or two. Yeah, it's swapped to the Shaman's now become client one, so you're looking at the Shaman at the moment. August gone link dead. I'm glad I moved around the corner. It's interesting talking about visuals, but I quite like the visuals in Plane of Power. Sorry, in Plane of Knowledge. Um, just like the style. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as Luklin. I'm not sure. I imagine there must have been some changes or updates or whatever. But interesting to see Planes of Power, what that looks like. Okay, here we go. Got the duel again. You're most likely to get a hammer proc if you're hitting someone from behind. I'm not sure. I know some people. I seem to see that on P99. Yeah, ogres are my favourite race. Love ogres. Love all the lore and stuff. I'm using the sledgehammer. Oh no. Yep. And I got a dex buff. Come on. I think it was an odd mechanic on P99 or Classic or whatever, where if you slowed someone, I think they were more likely to get a proc or something. I'm not quite sure if that's a thing here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. If you're watching the stream, Fancy, I do apologise. I'm getting there. So immersive. Everquest as well. I love just sitting on the docks there, listening to the water. Oh, is that you, mate? I didn't realise. If it's alright, I might just quickly sell a load of rubbish. I've got some inventory space. I don't want to keep you up. I still get lost in the plane of knowledge, unbelievably. I say get lost. I get lost with the the with the books. I've worked out where some of them are, so I can just go straight to them. Let's just sell all these words and stuff, so I've got some space. Oh, sell them. Sell. I was saving words and stuff to work on research, which I'm going to do, but my enchanter's bank's full of them, and I've got a necromancer. He's also full of them. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Um, oh, Nilotin's Grimoire. I want to keep those for my enchanter. What are these spells? Oh, it must have been spells that dropped from Seb, I guess. Um, my inventory space is always a problem, but I think I just don't manage it particularly well. I like to buy muffins for my ogres, particularly, generally from a role-playing point of view, but I don't know where they sell muffins on TAKP. I have to find out at some point. Milk and muffins. Oh, need one more stack of milk. Sorry, my OCD, I can't have that. I just can't have that. I've got to do that. There we go. Still full. There you go. Drinking league. That'd be cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's go and convert some stuff. The bank. Oops. I can probably upgrade. Stuff is so amazingly cheap on TAKP. I can probably upgrade some equipment, but I just haven't been looking. It's something I should probably do a bit more of. My enchanter is always overweight. I don't quite know what with though. Must be. It must be the gold. That's actually. So I think I can just get rid of the gold. He'll be fine. Buy some food. Okay, he's carrying all the gems which I'm saving, which I was going to be saving for jewellery craft, but oops. I guess that's still a thing to do. Great big ogre in the bloody way. Okay, what's the shaman got? Probably needs to buy some food. I'm not sure if the runes maybe just become like not relevant in Planes of Power. I'm not sure if there are just spells that supersede the research ones. Okay. So I think I'm kind of clear at the moment. I'll do some proper inventory management at some other point. Yeah, didn't Luklin have like 1.5 epic or something? Maybe. Yeah, I definitely think that there's something there. Rune is already in another group. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they didn't crash, did they? Lol. Okay, already, I think. Okay, so where's the book? Apparently I need a book for the Plane of Tranquility. Oh, look, some people are 65 already. Wow. Ah, well, there you go. Right, okay, so let's go see if I can find the book. Probably not the right way. Yeah, so people are 65 already. Wow, I wonder if, I guess you just hit it, you know what to do, you hit it, and you're 65, I guess. Yeah, yeah, it's got to be, isn't there? I'm sure I saw the. I'm sure I've actually, now I have to think of it, I'm sure I've seen the Plane of Tranquility one somewhere. Oh, it's fancy. Oh, he's already there. Here we go. It's my first time. Let's see what it looks like. You're currently probably still looking at the Shaman, aren't you? That's okay. Oh, hello. Do I need to invite Fancy into the group? Not sure. That's going to show me the zone-ins. Woo! One thing I noticed about the Luklin zones and the new zones is that the new graphic engine makes things look quite bare. So looking over there, I mean, I appreciate the verticality of the zone. I'm lost already. Sorry, dude. Oh, there's a nice water over there anyway. I'm not quite sure what way you went. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so the new engine and textures and stuff make things feel a little bit bare. Um, but I quite like. Oh, hello. I've never been here before. Never seen any of this. Plane of Disease. Oof, nice. Okay. I guess they've all got their own little monument. I like the way you can still have the. Okay. Okay. Character flag. Okay, does that mean that I can enter now? Is that what that's all about? Okay. Oh, 5, 4. Okay. Fancy was saying that the zone modifiers in the planes seem much higher than the old world, so I like this zone. I guess the lack of, what's the effect called? Not anti-aliasing, anisotropic filtering, is it means that you can't really see the textures that far. I'm pretty sure I've got everything turned up to max, but I'll have to check it out. I like this zone though, actually. Yeah, the one thing I love about TAKP is those really nice kind of group buffs. Yeah, I'd much prefer this zone to any of the Lukin zones that I saw. It's kind of similar, but I like the trees, feel a bit old school. I'm just getting, I love that helm, that ogre helm. I definitely got to get that at some point. Fancy's just showing me around. Because I've never been here before. It's quite a good view distance as well, so I can kind of see things quite a way off. Okay. Around to the left of the hill. That helm, can you see it? On that ogre over there? It's kind of got like a almost like an Aztec-y kind of feel to it. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I didn't realise that the shaman. Yeah, you can't really see a huge amount at the moment, can you? Okay, this is justice. Okie doke. So pop is just like a load of, like, well, I say load, just like a selection of different planes you enter. Then I didn't realise you can kind of go into them and level as well. I just thought they were all kind of like raid things, but it's quite nice that they're actual zones you can go in and bum around in. Oh, I love these stones. Plane of Valor, Tactics, Halls of Honour, Soul Road Tower. Okay. I need to find out. Yeah, I need to do some research on these so I know what I can do. So far, I'm quite happily leveling in here so far. Not sure what the mobs are like yet, but oh, we're playing hide and seek. Where's he gone? Definitely a good fishing spot. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think I lost him again. What am I doing? Oh, there you are. Cool windmill. Nice. Ooh. I'm slightly worse at navigating on TACP than I'm on P99. Even the first person movement kind of feels a bit weird. I know there's some stuff you can do to help it, but I haven't done that yet. I did something. I did change a couple of files and put a file in somewhere. Yeah, Plane of Storms. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that because what happened was like you're currently following my shaman, uh, the Beast Lord, which is what I'm controlling, crashed. So OBS swapped to the next client. So yeah, well, just while we're running around. Yeah, that was the one thing that I wasn't keen on, but I mean, I prefer playing first person anyway. But there are some moments where you know, uh, scrolling out is just better. Looking around corners primarily. Oh, nice. Oh, the gear that isn't spinning is the zoning. Okay, so this broke one on the floor. Oh, we're going to zone into innovation. Just make sure I do the right one. Ah, okay. Oh, we're going in. Plane of innovation. Oh, what? Nice. Oh, you got these like clockwork stuff. Clockwork mobs. Okay, zone out. Sorry, mate. There we go. Oh, what noob. Keep forgetting. Okay, so these are blue to me as well. Oh, look, clockwork spider. Blue as well. Just going to pull something, see if I can... Oh, we've got a couple of dudes. See if I can slow the spider. Oh, jeez. I've made that newbie mistake. I have my sledge. Still have my sledge. I still have my sledge thing equipped. Okay, so What a shocker. Dear, that's terrible. Okay. Now I've got a buzz at the door. Won't be a sec. Okay, so it looked like those mobs were hitting for 286 or something. That's hardcore. I mean, slowed. I might be alright, but sorry, I know you're probably looking at the floor again at the moment. I need to run back. Where have I gone? Yeah, looking at the shaman stuff, 286 was maximum there. It looked like. Um, yeah, that's pretty hard. I guess they just expect you to be, I guess they would expect you to have gone through Looklin, so you'd be just that bit more powerful. I mean, I'm kind of really just still in, like, uh, well, probably like Kunark, or I think I've got a couple of Looklin bits, but nothing, nothing outrageous. Um, Not sure if that's the easiest zone. What I probably need to do is spend some time just upgrading some stuff. Really, like stuff's dirt cheap on here, so I could make my characters uh, probably more powerful than they are. Okay, so maybe apparently there's another zone that's got some rats that might be easier. Let's go and check those out. I don't mind things taking a bit longer to kill, It seems as though the XP is much higher. It just means getting to 60 or 65 now. That'd be easier. Yeah, but they were blue cons hitting really hard. Okay. So south along coast. That looks cool. Yeah, I think. I mean, I think people are siloing it. I think it's just a power thing. I think I'm 56. Um, like a lot of my gear is really old. Never experienced pop before, so it's going to be interesting. It's not a windmill, is it? There it is. I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's nothing aggro in here. Is this the It's just like a link to all the other planes. No, shaman and a druid as well. I think at 58 I get a nice oh, there we go. Well, I get a nice uh, aggro free heal. I think the druid one does more healing than the shaman one. I'm not quite sure why that is, but right, I'll run with the shaman this time so you can actually see what I'm doing. Improved damage. Wow, look at this stuff. Yeah, I've still got the hammer on. Oh dear. It's funny because my friend on here warned me about that quite a lot. Having the leaving the hammer on, and then I'm glad I wasn't fighting anything on my own somewhere. That would have been a disaster. I always feel terrible when I'm playing with people in a group or whatever because like I'm my boxing skills I think is just so much worse than theirs and everyone else's. Um, Hang on a sec. What's better? There's a strange thing as well when you cast a group Spirit of Wolf on. Sometimes it goes off and you have to click run again. Sometimes run goes off, takes run off, and you have to click run again. Okay, so apparently we're going in. Oh, look at this! Wow, planes are freaking awesome. I had no idea. It's that whole P99 thing again, where you get a bit snobbish about stuff after Velius, don't you? This looks amazing. A little graveyard. Got a guillotine over there. Well, what is that over there? There's something different. Yeah, so far planes feel as though it was designed with a bit more thought in the just in the look. It's not like you know, it's not like pre-Luklin, but it feels a bit. It feels got that more feeling. Let's get some buffing going, I suppose. I suppose most people as well don't really. A lot of people probably don't play without the super duper buffs. Um, like you always used to get someone who would do them like once or twice a day, but I haven't had them for a while. Anyway, this is something to look forward to. Also, is it an outdoor zone? It looks like it might be. Oh yeah, it is. There's quite a few people in here actually, so there's like level 54s leveling, I guess. So yeah. Okay, so if you die, you don't know where you died. Your body shows up here 15 minutes after, apparently. Oh, that's a nice feature. So you got a, so you get your corpse back, but you got 15 minutes wait. That's nice. What is that? Oh, like a new fungi tunic. That wizard familiar is really cool. Oh, okay, nice. Love that tree. A hang. Oh look, hangman's noose. The hanging tree. Nice. Stocks. Cool. This is where. Oh, there's a little elf down there. This is really cool. Plane of Justice. So is that what's he called? Is that the tribunal? Is that his zone? Is that their zone, or is that something completely unrelated? There's the hammers. I can see some combat going on. So I suppose these zones are going to be kind of quite well used then, I guess. Little rat there. Yeah, so this is very definitely viable for me. There's a lower level beast lord doing it there, so huge zones as well. Like the scope of the zones is huge. I guess these zones are designed to incorporate like lots of groups, lots of different groups. Zone out, okay. I'll still get lost. Oh, so we're killing NPCs, are we? no, hang on, what am I doing? What am I casting even? Oh, hang on. What? No, that's bad. Who is this guy? Okay, so he got attacked by a Sith Lord, essentially. Let's see if I can call my pet up. It's taking far too long. I need to get some haste going as well. See if I can get my pet again. There we go. Now you're in trouble, fella. Yeah, maybe some more hit points, but this one doesn't seem to be hitting any more than the rats were in the hole, for example. So see if I can slow him. Okay, I guess so. Yeah, this is much better. Look at the animations on the mobs are so much better than they were in Luklin. This feels much better. Going down as well. He's going down. Lots of hit points, but wonder if this guy was a roamer. Not sure if I need to route them. Ah, the tribunal, yeah. Oh, raw diamond. I'll give it a go. Ah, I've just got it now. These are obviously prisons, aren't they? Justice, obviously, prisons. This is where the half elf was, wasn't it? So I can maybe just set up in one of these rooms. Okay. Okay, so just get myself set up. This is really nice. Really like this. I had no idea what Planes of Power's like, and it's there seems to be lots of them. Um, I'm sorry, Moobs, but you're I know you're a thingy, but you know, ouch. So he must be a Shadow Knight. Don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, there's doors. Oh, these are some of these are casters as well. That's interesting. Let's see if she runs. No. Got a tick there, so well, it's the spawn times. It's like a normal dungeon. So I've got a percent of XP there. That's definitely quicker than I was killing. Oh, hello. Should we pull Sith Lord? Don't aggro other stuff in the rooms. Lol. Of course, I forgot what room I was in. Oh, there's two. Jeez. That's annoying. My augers took an absolute pounding there. Nothing seems to run though, which is handy. Nothing runs, he says. Oh, it does. Oh, sorry, we've still got a festering gratify. Lol. Yeah. There's one hell of a row though. Nice. Okay, so a few teething problems, but then that's Everquest. Yeah, some of these mobs are casters as well, so that's interesting. I'm not... Oh, hello. I'm not sure why that second one came. Maybe it was in one of the rooms as it ran past it aggroed. A dark elf. There's no faction here either, which is good. So these guys are just indifferent until... is it this room? Oh, I'm so terrible. No. Is it this room? No. It's this one. Holy smokes. Indeed. Yeah, so these mobs seem lower level, um, and the justice dudes seem a bit higher. That's the zone out. I hate doors. I'll still pick the wrong room. Oh, hello, we've got a friend. Who's hitting who? I don't know why. Um, okay, well, we kind of got that under control. So we've got healing and aggro going on, and the third one spawned. Holy smokes. We've got a real fight on our hands here. I'm just gonna be. Wow. Okay, Sister Tom in next. Because I know that she's slow. She's a monk as well. Holy smokes. Hey, Base, how you doing, man? So this is calling in. This is calling into action all of my quite terrible boxing skills here. But we've kind of got three fights under. We've got three mobs under control, just about. And the XP is definitely better as well. Although Rune was getting hit there. Oh, he's dead. Holy smokes. Got a death. Jeez. That was bad. Hey, Chief Rocker. Thank you for the raid. I don't know why my attack keeps getting turned off either. It's really weird. I must be doing something here. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god, this is terrible. Who is that guy? Did these guys aggro through the wall, or... Smoke. So he spawned. I pulled two from that other room by the looks of it, and yeah, not good. Who, this guy? Okay. Hey Don, how you going? I'm okay, mate. Thank you. Well, we won, but at a cost. I'm going to have to run Rune back over again. That was interesting, though. I can see where the free was. I'm not quite sure where the halfling came from, though. Could you? Mobs definitely don't aggro through walls. Maybe it was a Roma. Not sure. The XP here is definitely quicker than the hole, though. I got some more XP as well, yeah. So thanks, mate. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so I've got to run my enchanter back. Hey, Orin, how you doing? I'm wary of these guards. Okay, I think there's a guard walking past. It doesn't look like it's aggroing through the door. Maybe if it walks back this way, it will. No. Actually, I don't think pets aggro in this, do they? Pets don't aggro mobs on... Yeah, I'm okay, mate. Yeah, fine. Thanks for watching. I've just ventured into Planes of Power for the first time ever. It's pretty cool. Like, Um, one of the things I didn't like about TAKP was loot clean, just the graphics and stuff. Like, really not a big fan of them. But Pop seems uh, quite nice. It seems like they've kind of thought about it a bit more. It's a bit more stylish. Maybe harking back to the old, the classic graphics. Okay, here we go again. It was the windmill, wasn't it? So I've got to go back this way. It's a nice zone for some atmosphere and some fishing. Just chilling out. Yeah, I definitely like it a lot more than Luklin. Um, well, I say a lot more. I've literally, this is the first time I've been in, but so far, Uh, Planes. They just released planes. Planes of Power, and that's it as far as I'm aware. That's as far as it's going. Those gnomes, eh? Clever race. It's looking on the wall there, and you got like someone's scratched bodies on the wall and skulls and things. And hang on, no, that's wrong, isn't it? That's the wrong zone. We need the just plane of justice, don't we? Okay, is that a mob? Jermak the Undertow. Oh, there's some mobs over here. A water elemental, all indifferent. Okay, I think plane of justice was up the hill somewhere, wasn't it? Oh, look at that. There's what's like a dragon's nest type thing. Wow, two water elementals. That's awesome. Okay, I'm kind of lost. Sorry, I'm explaining stuff to you and you can't see it, can you? Because you're looking at a different box. I do apologise. That's really frustrating. It's definitely the population is much lower than P99. But there are definitely groups going. There's what they've done, which I think was quite clever, is that there's a bonus for, so you can have 3 boxes, but there's a bonus for having a fourth person in your group, four or more, a nice XP bonus. So it still encourages at least duoing. Yeah, so population is definitely much lower, but okay, that's what we need. This plane of justice is a really cool looking zone. Really cool. What do I need here? The prisoners and stuff seem to be indifferent. I'm not sure about the guards though, so I'll just invis myself around. Most people do box though. I think I've come across the odd person who plays just plays one character like you would on P99. So there's someone up this end fighting. Maybe this is the better or safer end. I'm not sure. I think I need to be more aware. I wasn't aware that there were 2 people in that other room. That's kind of where things went wrong. There we go. We made it back. Nice. Oh no. Ah. there's a new feature in the planes where if you die and you haven't recovered your corpse in 15 minutes, then it goes to the graveyard, which is quite nice. But it caught me out there. No, what have I done? Now I've zoned out. Holy smoke. Oh, where am I now? I know you can't see this, I apologise. But my enchanter, his body went... yeah, so there's a feature where each plane has got a graveyard. So when you die, after 15 minutes, your body goes to the graveyard, basically. So kind of gets around corpse recoveries, I guess, in a way, depending on how quick you are. I'm sure that's a feature that some people really won't like. Oh, there we go. Here's my corpse. Yeah, okay. Do you play on P99, Chief, or did you play live? Okay, so we're back. Just got to buff up a bit. The buffs went. Oh, yeah. I've been playing New World like really hard for since it came out basically up until just before Christmas. And I've kind of got it on, kind of on the back burner at the moment, I guess, just a bit more casual. Um, you reach a point quite quickly in the game where you kind of run out of content, um, and a lot of it is. I still enjoy what I do, but if you're not into, I think I've kind of find if you're not into PvP that much, then the content kind of dries up a bit. Once if you get fed up with the chest opening and that kind of thing. Okay, so Rune is made out of paper, so we will keep him out of the way in the corner there. Is the ogre spawned again? Yeah. I think he's a Shadow Knight. Yeah. Got hit big time again there. Oh, come back. Yeah, I mean, I've loved what I've played, honestly. Like and I'm still logging in and playing it. It's still, but I am finding that the stuff I'm doing, I'm still enjoying. But I'm finding that if you're not into PvP, then the content does kind of dry up slightly. Yeah, but I mean, up until that time, yeah, I was having a whale of a time. I loved it. It's the first game where I kind of first MMO where I've really got into crafting as well, in any great way. So it's definitely the fact that there's a lot of casters here definitely makes it a bit more interesting. The fight's a bit more interesting. So that's the main. Is that the main area out there? I'm still trying to work out where that halfling came from before. Where he added where the ad came from. Is he in here? No, this. I'm sure that's empty. That one. I think this one. There's two in here. Well, there was. It's quite nice though because these are all basically going to remain indifferent. Just no faction at all. I'll get the room right this time. Yeah. Ah, here we go. These guys do run, strangely. So I guess this guy might spawn soon. It seems to be like standard dungeon spawn times, maybe. Still can't work out where that halfling came from. He's back. Okay, guys. Well, look, I need to pop off now and just do some stuff. It's kind of got into the afternoon now, so yeah. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you come from the YouTube channel, then I'm kind of feeling quite keen to do some content in the plains here to put on YouTube. So I'll probably look at doing that. But I'm hoping to kind of I'm hoping to stream well every day probably, and it's probably mostly going to be TAKP at the moment. Yeah, if you just arrive, sorry, it was a short one, but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow doing some more TAKP and stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching.